Women of Reddit. What things that men find unattractive about themselves do you find very attractive? And why? Are men of Reddit disproportionately upvoting the attributes that they possess? Or am I just way more desirable than I ever realized? My self-esteem assumes the former. I demand for you to assume the latter. My boyfriend spectacularly becomes self-conscious over his excitement of his hobbies. His last relationship was toxic to the extreme, and she would force him to feel bad for having hobbies outside of her, and for having his attention elsewhere. It was to the point where he was apprehensive to even tell me what he was doing sometimes, because he would worry that I would be mad at him for having a social life. But honestly, I love it. Everything about him and his personality is just beautiful. The way he gets so excited when he calls the climax of the story arc of his new favorite anime. Or when he tells me he's listening this podcast of this new man he discovered that talks about anime and how he loves it. Or when he shows me his new character for D&D that has drawing and how he lets me pick their hair color and eyes sometimes. Goes through the different powers they have and why he chose them for that campaign. Or how he laughs so hard at his little weeby TikToks that I don't understand, so he has to explain them to me and he laughs harder. Or even when he's watching subs and I'll ask him what is going on even if I really don't care about it. Just to see how big his smile gets when he gets to explain all about this part of this story arc that I truthfully forget about by the next morning. Even if I don't share his passions, I love to see his love for them, and it baffles me to think she ever made him feel so bad for loving the things he loves. Honestly, my boyfriend had similar toxicity in his life and he would be so scared to even just ask to do things that brought him joy, and it took a while for him to feel comfortable for the basic things. I love hearing about his day, what he's done with friends, what he's working on, whatever book he's reading, you name it. If he's happy and is excited to share about it, I'm excited to hear about it. Nothing is more attractive to me than someone within their element and passionate when opening up about it. If we put most of the comments here together, we have women that are attracted to George Costanza. It must be the summer of George. We all been living the summer of George in 2020. Serenity now. I love men that are sensitive to animals. The ones that get cute and cuddly with kittens and are concerned for their well-being. Also, stockier guys. One of my neighbors is a middle-aged Hispanic dude with a shaved head, goatee, and tons of tattoos. He's kinda stocky and looks like he could kill a bear, and he has this adorable little white poodle. He used to have 2 of them, but had to rehome one because they didn't get along. I think that men who aren't nice to animals or feel like certain animals, small dogs and cats, are gay are garbage. This is amazing. And yes, I definitely agree with you. Their voice. Their gaze when they look at us for the first time wearing /saying /doing something they appreciate. It is chilling. Showing some vulnerabilities without showing off like alpha males. Because it shows their strength. It takes a lot of guts to show something they consider a weakness and taking that on. Also, being a bit clumsy. To be short, not being an alpha male. Expressing feelings. A bit sensitive is my personal turn on. Laugh lines and crow's feet. Even when I notice them on men who are in their 30s, I find it very endearing. I love crow's feet on everybody. Smiling eyes are lovely. Agreed. I've always found them attractive. Like even as a teenager looking at adults, I knew the lines came from laughing and smiling, and that adult just felt like someone I would want to be around more. Messy hair. IDK if men don't like messy hair or not. I have messy curly hair, but most of the time I feel like it's too puffy and makes my head look huge. Same. But I just wish it won't curl when I don't want it to. Average teenager day? Sure. Leave it be. Going to a family gathering, pre/post COVID. Just fucking stay where I combed you. I struggle to get the perfect curls. It's like somehow I can pull it off, but every time I get a haircut again I mess it up. I think I have to maintain it at the right length. r/curler hair can help. Shitty dancing. My BF is the dorkiest dancer I've ever seen. I like to say all 4 of his limbs have a different idea of what dance he's doing. And I swear, over and over, that his dancing could cure my depression. He just goes for it. I can't watch without the stupidest, most love-filled grin on my face. After the amount of men that have turned me down to dance, BC, they aren't any good or just timidly go for a safe one-step, two-step shuffle. It's my favorite thing in the world to watch him get really into a song and flail about it. This comment makes me so happy. I'm always the worst dancer of the group, but with enough liquid confidence, won't hold back. I hope someone out there finds that attractive one day, lol. Someone will. On numerous occasions I've been complimented on my flailing about and dumb dance moves, like picking apples, grocery shopping, or starting the lawnmower. For some reason my girlfriend also likes it. Here. I'm a terrible dancer too, but I, on occasion, enjoy it. I do get terribly self-conscious when dancing with a partner though. Drop me in a do for a rave, and I'm as happy as Larry. Once I was dancing at a goth nightclub, then went to grab a drink, only to realize the bartender was one of the admin assistants from my regular day job. I didn't pay for any drinks that night and she complimented me on my dancing. Whatever. I just wanted to get back into the fray. They're real laughs. I think most people have a public and restrained laugh, so to hear a guy laugh without being self-conscious about how jiggly or higher pitched they may sound is absolutely adorable. Yes please. My husband has this ridiculous high-pitched giggle snort he does when he lets go. It's so cute and makes me laugh. He doesn't do it much, but when he does, I do everything I can to make him keep lodging. Until he gets lithe-lated at least. Goals. That's an awesome goal. For both parties too. When they take care of their appearance, show emotions, or do what they please, not minding people calling them feminine. Like wear fucking sunscreen. Cancer won't make you more masculine, you idiot. Yes. Caring about your skin and your appearance is attractive. And caring more about your health than how masculine you seem. When they do anything unmanly and are at peace with it. Examples: wearing pink, singing in the car/shower, talking about their feelings, using body washes/shampoos that aren't just the cheap generic for men shit, wearing jewelry, fawning over plants or animals. It shows me that they are mature, comfortable with themselves, and don't equate femininity with inferiority. Okay, wait a second. Full stop. Singing in the shower is unmanly? What the? Question mark? Who doesn't sing in the shower every now and then? 100% feminine, unless you're deafening your neighbors with metal screams. Anything else means you need to cut your D off and give it to the nearest Chad so he can absorb what little power can be drawn from it. Next he's gonna want an umbrella. Saving this post to make myself feel better later. You big-nosed, dad bod having, short, small dick thief. Admitting that they don't know something. A big turn off for me is when a guy pretends they know about something because they think it will impress me or think I'll look down on them for not knowing. It's okay to admit you're unfamiliar about something, and I truly appreciate the honesty behind that and find it incredibly refreshing. I 100% agree. I used to have this problem with my sister, who would pretend to know things I didn't really expect her to be. See, she didn't want to seem dumb. A couple days ago my friend asked me to come by the shop where he's working on cars to sell them for parts, and I was helping him take some stuff out of the car. I asked him how he knew so much about cars that he was comfortable doing something like this on his own. We are 17, and he responded with, I have no idea. I'm just using my grandpa's shopping tools and watching YouTube videos when I get stuck, and I thought it was really cool of him. Took forever to realize he was looking for the ignition wire in the wrong place. Ol' mayo. It ain't in the toaster, Jimmy. Is it my walrus laugh? I bet it's my walrus laugh they all love. A good laugh is A+. When a guy moans during sex, silence is weird as hell. Even worse is when a guy doesn't say that he came. Give us a warning, for the love of God. It's so awkward when we don't realize and we are still trying to bounce around on your floppy marshmallow. Floppy marshmallow, that's a new one. Mayo.